Welcome to the College Park University of Maryland stations. Notice how I had to pluralize it because this is quite the intermodal transit campus. This is home for WMATA's Green and Yellow Line, Mark's Camden Line, Metrobus, Prince George's County Transit aka the Bus, Maryland MTA Commuter Bus, Shuttle UM, Greyhound, and coming soon, the Maryland MTA Purple Line. For the metro station, this is an elevated island platform featuring a star-shaped roof in the middle and smaller shelters on the end of the platform. Now let's take a steady walk downstairs to the main concourse. There is only one elevator to the platform and two one-way escalators accompanied by some regular stairs. And yes, these escalators do get quite squeaky at times. The main concourse is a bit spacious and there are 8 turnstiles. 2 of them are wider for ADA compatibility. The concourse is slightly underground, but there are stairs and an elevator to reach up to street level. There are also 2 tunnels to access to the other side where the post office, Mark Station, and Greyhound stop is at. Now, it still does remain unknown whether the secondary path will lead into the Purple Line station. Hopefully they do, but there is still a lot of construction going on, so hopefully we will see that once it's finished. Now, for this station, it is within a reasonable distance from the WMATA station and the bus bays. From what can be seen, it looks like it is ADA accessible, and there are electronic screens to tell you when the next tram will come. The only major concern that I do have is the fact that it is at ground level, meaning you have to be very careful when crossing from the metro station to the bus bays. Overall, it seems like a very solid station. Speaking of the bus bays, it is very much your typical bus bay loop with modernized bus shelters, wastebaskets, and other super basic amenities. And now we head on to the main tunnel to the other side. There are stairs, escalators, and an elevator, but it is only one each. And once you arrive to the top, you'll see that on the other side it's a lot more suburban. There isn't really a proper Greyhound spot, at least from what I can gather. As for the Mark Station, they literally put in a couple of bus shelters and called it a day. At least there is a working ticket machine. And as far as deboarding is concerned, it is a little bit tedious due to the fact that it is very much at ground level and it is not raised to assist you in getting into the train. And yes, I can confirm that it does play jazz music here. You cannot make this up. And so while the jazz music plays, I assume that this is waterproof, but it's functioning. And it'll give you all like the stations that you want to go to. So if you want to go from here to Point of Rocks for some reason, they'll probably give you 2 tickets. Want to go back to Union Station and then want to take the Brunswick line. So try doing that on a Sunday. And speaking of Sundays, for the Mark services, it is a part of the Camden line, which is a weekday rush hour only service. But you can get 4 Baltimore bound and 5 DC bound trains in the morning, and 7 Baltimore bound and 4 DC bound trains in the afternoon. Although services for the Mark began in 1984, these tracks are very significant, as in 1835, the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad opened the Washington branch, marking it the very first rail connection between DC to Baltimore. Also nearby to the east lies a trail that used to be a trolley line that opened in 1897 from DC to Mount Rainier and then expanded into the College Park Greenbelt region in 1900. But unfortunately, the line would shut down in 1958. To the northeast lies College Park Airport, established in 1909 and is considered the world's oldest continuous running airport. This ultimately makes the WMATA Metro Station and the Purple Line stations very young, as the Metro Station opened in 1993 for the Green Line and as of 2025, the yellow line for every other train departing from Huntington, and finally, the purple line, as this is expected to open in late 2027 and early 2028. For the buses, Greyhound offers services twice a day. The Maryland MTA Bus 204 is served 3 times inbound only in the mornings and 3 outbound in the afternoon. Keep in mind this is a service that is outsourced to Atlantic Coast Charters. For WMATA, the M42, P10, P14, and P31 are served. Prince George's County Transit, also known as the bus, has the P37, and Shuttle UM has the 104. Although this is an impressive intermodal institution with all these services, my main issues do lie with the fact that the development is mostly consists of suburbia in the east and warehouses and office spaces in the west with only one apartment building. Getting to the main campus would require taking a bus. Eventually, light rail will provide assistance as well. But in spite of the disappointing land use, this is still a very strong transfer point for multiple services, and with the eventual inclusion of the Purple Line, this will be a very huge launch pad for a lot of potential to come. And with that being said, I give this station an 8 out of 10. Let me know what you think about College Park UMD. But until we meet again, thank y'all for watching. Bye bye. Barely have enough time to do an elevator review. And it's a little dank.